What do you think about Ricer?
Ricer, yeah, so I personally know Ricer as well. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's in my colony. And yeah,
Okay.
I find him to be a very sweet, genuine
So,
guy.
how was the life at IIT?
So, life at IIT was, I would say it was excellent. ऐसे नहीं था कि it was very smooth. काफी challenges रहे.
Today we are in conversation with Mr. Shiva Kulshreshtha, who not only cracked GATE in his first attempt but worked with tech giants like Microsoft and Google. So gear up for an amazing session with insightful discussion. Presenting to you Mr. Shiva Kulshreshtha, currently working at the position of SDE2 at Google. Hello, sir.
Hello.
After returning to college after such a long time, कैसा फील हो रहा है?
वेल मुझे काफ़ी अच्छा फील हो रहा है एंड मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि क्योंकि मैं पास में रहता हूँ तो मैं कॉलेज आते रहता हूँ तो ओवर द इयर्स मैंने देखा है कि कॉलेज भी मेरे साथ साथ अच्छे से ग्रो किया है एंड इट्स ऑफ कोर्स अ वेरी गुड फीलिंग दैट यू आर हैविंग मी हियर.
Thank you, sir. We are also very privileged to have you here with us.
Thank you.
So, whenever we think about college memories, the most important thing that strikes our mind is the college friends, the college years that we have spent here. So, आपके friends के साथ कोई एक special memory जो आप हमेशा अपने साथ रखना चाहेंगे?
राइट वैसे तो बहुत सारी मेमोरीज माइंड में आती हैं बट जैसे मैं कुछ मेमोरीज अगर शेयर करना चाहूँ तो ये था कि फोर्थ ईयर ऑलमोस्ट आ गया था लाइक थर्ड ईयर एंड हो रहा था एंड कई लोग कोई कुछ एमबीए के लिए कर रहा है कोई कुछ गेट के लिए कर रहा है एंड आई वाज वेरी कंफ्यूज सो मैंने अपनी फ्रेंड से पूछा तो मतलब शी वाज सच अ ग्रेट फ्रेंड उसने पूरा क्वेश्चनर बनाया मेरे लिए कि व्हाट शुड यू डू एमटेक और एमबीए
Aptitude test.
हाँ एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट सॉर्ट ऑफ एंड उसमें सरप्राइजिंग थिंग वाज कि रिजल्ट केम 50-50 for MBA or MTech. And
So it added on to your confusion.
he added on exactly, but I was very glad कि she was still there. And उसके बाद when I finally got my rank in GATE, उसके बाद my whole class was cheering for me and saying out my rank. So that was also a very good memory that I will always have.
It really feels nice when you have such friends who
Yeah.
motivate you.
Yeah.
So, if you could travel back in time and change one thing about our college, so what it would be?
So I would like to say that we should give space to the students who actually want to do something beyond the syllabus. क्योंकि मुझे हमेशा ऐसा लगता था कि syllabus was not मतलब it was a university syllabus एक तो and it was not able to
Industrial knowledge.
So I mean it was not very useful for me to spend all my time in the class. तो वो मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगा कि ऐसा कुछ प्रोविजन होता तो
More openness should be provided to the students.
yes.
मैं अपने व्यूअर्स को ये भी बताना चाहती हूँ कि सर इज नॉट ओनली द एलुमनाई ऑफ LNCT बट ही इज ऑल्सो द एलुमनाई ऑफ IIT Bombay and he cracked GATE to 2017 with an amazing all over India rank of 77. We are really honored to have you, sir. So how was the life at IIT?
So life at IIT was I would say it was excellent. ऐसे नहीं था कि it was very smooth. काफी challenges रहे क्योंकि जब मैं पहले सेमेस्टर वहाँ पे गया तो इतना ज़्यादा वहाँ पर प्रैक्टिकल और असाइनमेंट बेस्ड था कि मुझे लगा कि इतना लोड तो मैं मे बी 2 years में भी पहले अपने बैचलर्स में नहीं दे पाया एंड शुरू में मुझे बहुत एडजस्ट करने में टाइम लगा क्योंकि मैंने कोर्सेज भी एक्चुअली टफ ले लिए थे वहाँ पे सबका एक्सपीरियंस ऐसे नहीं था आपको वहाँ बहुत फ्रीडम देते हैं आप चाहो तो आप इजी कोर्सेज ले लो बट मैंने टफ वाले ले लिए थे तो इसलिए मेरा बहुत मतलब बहुत टफ मुझे फेस करना पड़ा बट साथ साथ पहली बार मैं होम टाउन से बाहर गया और मैंने हॉस्टल लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस की तो मुझे काफ़ी फ्रेंड से भी हेल्प मिली वहाँ एंड my mess was also thankfully very good and वहाँ पे
That is very important.
that's very important वहाँ पे लाइफ काफ़ी वाइब्रेंट रहती थी कोई ना कोई गेस्ट लेक्चर कुछ लर्निंग एंड क्लासेस
Tech Fest and
टेक
all.
फेस्ट कल्चरल फेस्ट.
Cracking GATE is not a small feat. So, what was that first thing that came to your mind when you saw your result?
So when I saw my result, I asked my friend Ankur to check it because
Really?
मुझे बिल्कुल confidence नहीं था कि क्या होगा, and honestly I was not expecting much क्योंकि मैंने मतलब offline coaching भी नहीं ली थी, and I was not
You
expecting कि
self-prepared for it.
हाँ मतलब I took some online coaching,
Okay.
but I was not expecting कि I will get selected in under 100. तो yeah, at first मुझे disbelief ही था कि कुछ error तो नहीं हो गया है, मेरी रैंक कैसे कैसे आ गई. But after that it turned into euphoria.
So एक general perception होता है कि when you are in IIT, so you can only enjoy in the initial years and the workload is very hectic. तो आपके according like when you went into IIT, आपने friends बनाया, enjoy किया, या you were mostly busy with the research work?
I would say कि initially it was more tough and to get used to, but एक semester हो गया उसके बाद I got used to it very well, and उसके बाद ज़्यादा hectic नहीं लगा, and
It
उसके बाद
went
I
with
could
the flow.
manage. हाँ, it went with the flow.
So you made friends over there?
Yeah, very close friends that I still have.
That's really nice. IIT life is that every student once dream of. I also used to dream of getting into IIT. So, taking a leap from a tier 3 college to cracking gate and then working with tech giants like Microsoft and Google. So, what was that very unexpected hurdle that came to your path and how you overcome it?
Right. So I think a lot of unexpected things came on the soft skills side. क्योंकि hard skills side I was already prepared with a lot of good advanced concepts, but I like with the problem I faced was how to manage my own work, because there I mean it's not like your manager will check on you every time कि आगे कितनी गाड़ी
You
आगे
have
बढ़ी.
to take your
You
responsibility.
have to be proactive. So I understood this importance of that impression and perception and having a good work ethic. So that's something I learned with time, and I feel ki like after doing the work, it's equally important to communicate also that you did the work,
Yeah.
or why you didn't do the work. So it's very important to be clear and have good communication skills.
Communication plays a really very
Yes.
crucial role. So if we see in today's world, many students, lakhs of students like me, dream to work at companies like Microsoft and Google. So how do you feel like working with such tech giants?
Right. So I would say initially you do feel like it's a surreal feeling, because the scale at which these companies operate. I mean it's a bit thrilling as well, because you know that if a change that you push, it will actually run across billions of devices, and
Yeah.
I think that's a huge chance that you get. But at the same time, I feel that some people have also turned it into a too much hype and too much overrated, because
Yeah.
I feel it's only like any other company, and at the end of the day, and a lot actually depends on your manager and your team rather than the company.
Yeah.
So that's always true.
So if students like us want to get into Microsoft and Google, so
Right.
what was that path that you would like to tell our aspiring software engineers?
Sure. So I would say that you can just apply on the careers website. You can also get referrals that would increase the sense. But never take it from on you that you didn't get an interview call or you got rejected, because I also faced many rejections, and
Yeah.
it's just a part. Like you just keep applying. And once you get some work experience, then it becomes even easier to get that interview call. So yeah, it's not. I mean, it's just like any other company, and you don't need to specially prepare for it.
बहुत ज़्यादा hype बना
हाँ.
रखी है, but it's like if you work, then you
If you-
can crack it.
Yes, it's just focus on having good work, good learning, and I think the interview rounds are common only for everyone.
So, what, according to you, what is the most important thing like DSA or development that a student must work on to get into these companies?
So I think for these companies, like typically Microsoft and Google, you have to do a lot in DSA. But there are some other good companies as well. For example, Stripe, that they don't ask DSA at all. They only ask like development and testing. So you want to basically keep your preparation targeting the company you want to go. I think for majority of companies, you have to do basic DSA, like
Yeah,
just
that is-
lead code medium, medium to hard. Like no need to go for like code forces or code chef, like very hard. You just need to do basic DSA. and have some good projects on your resume.
Projects really add
Yeah.
more to your resume.
Yeah.
So everyone have that aha moment in their career. So what, according to you, was that aha moment in your career? Like you thought that, yes, I made it.
Right. So I think that aha moment for me was that, when you're in college, you have a very defined set, like, first year, second year, you have to do internship, and it's a very set path. But I realized that initially in my career, I was expecting the same from my manager, that they'll be like my teacher and they will take my career. But no, like my manager said that you have to own your career. So that was my
You don't have a guided path. You have to make your path.
Yes. And so, like, only you will care about your career, no one else. Like, there's no teacher there caring for your learning. So you have to own your own career, and you need to decide how you want to grow and how much you want to grow.
So it was taking your responsibility by yourself,
Yeah.
because no one's gonna take you forward.
Yeah.
It's you only who
Right.
have to work for it.
Right.
So if we see, the world today is very fast paced, and staying updated is the most crucial thing. So then what is your go-to source for staying updated with the latest trends and technologies?
Right. So I would say that one is you should have a good LinkedIn network, so that don't go for, like, worthless kind of maybe making some hype or treating it like Instagram. But maybe you can get some useful good people in your network, and then you can also check hacker news. Hacker news, yeah. So, and I think the more and more you start following such websites, even Google News will start to recommend you. So that's mostly my path. Yeah.
Because the technology is changing every day, and to cope up with it, we need to get some good updates.
Though, like, in this, I would want to say that basics are still going to help you a lot. So just be good with the basics and keep in touch with whatever is happening. And also, there's a YouTube channel called 2 Minute Papers. If anyone wants one single resource, that's the best one. 2 Minute Papers.
2 minutes pay.
Yeah.
So it's really great that we are having you here, and the students are learning so many great resources. Like, we don't have that much of interaction, and now we are getting a lot of knowledge from you. So Microsoft and Google, when we take the name of these companies, they are known for their very rich work culture.
Right.
So what is that one thing that make these two companies different from the rest?
Right. So I think, I mean, technically, as I mentioned, that they have that huge scale, so you can have a huge impact. But coming to the cultural side, I still feel that there is some kind of directives that they have from the top level. Like, they focus a lot on inclusion. So they fundize that if someone is coming into your team, they should feel included, and they should feel like they can say anything in meetings and stuff like that. So they try to push these principles. The management tries, but I would say ultimately it depends on your manager and your team as well. As it's I mean, they try to have a very good culture, but it ultimately is I think people issue. And thankfully I have encountered, like, I've been lucky enough to get good people. But yeah, it's not
because it's the saying that, like, the 5 people you are with, you become the average of it.
Yeah.
So having good people around you is really very important.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to ask you, like, if you could create a tech gadget, then what it would be?
So I've always thought that we have today, we think of our assistant as a smartphone. We have a smartphone everywhere. Though I kind of imagine a drone as my assistant. So imagine like you're going somewhere and someone is maybe threatening you, and just imagine that the drone launches and starts playing the siren. So I did some programming as well, and I really imagined a future where people have their drone assistants flying around, and maybe they can show you the torch and this kind of
really great idea. So coming to the rapid fire round, we have some really very interesting questions for you.
Okay.
So, your favorite spot at LNCT?
My favorite is the canteen.
And like, we all have that one moment, the exam moment where everyone is tensed. So what was that craziest memory that you had of the exam time?
So one of the craziest memories was that I think there was a microelectronics or some kind of paper was there where you have to memorize that big diagram with all the pins and all.
Okay.
So that midsem was going on, and like I was standing outside, and someone went into the classroom and they actually leaked the paper. Like so, that was an innovation I saw next level only happening at LNCT. Yes.
Your favorite professor at LNCT?
I would say it's Alex. Sir. He taught me CS 101, so that was the first subject that he taught me, and that was the kind of the basics of whatever I
Computer
did.
skills.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Rai sir?
Ricer, yeah, so I personally know Ricer as well. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's in my colony. And
Okay.
yeah, I find him to be a very sweet, genuine guy. I mean, my image might be a bit different because.
Yeah, because what image you have and
Yeah.
what image we have is
Right.
completely different.
Right. So to me, he was the guy who, allowed the kids to play in the colony, and he was actually like, let them have fun.
That's really very surprising. So, if you're given the position of Rai sir for one day, then what is the thing that you will do?
I would, I think I would like to just see the students' reaction by going near them, just for the fun of it. But yeah, otherwise, I will try to see like how I can make the students' life better.
Comfortable.
Yeah, and more productive.
Yeah.
Like for those who want to do something, like for them.
So, like, we are all coders, and then it's our habit to work late at night.
Right.
So, the most favorite cravings of yours that you had for the late night?
Oh, I just crave a lot of ice cream every night. Like that's what happens.
So, if you like can become a programming language, then what it would be?
I would be Python because I feel like people find it easy to deal with me, and it's very simple to talk to me. So I would say I would be Python.
And if we talk about the genre like crazy, angry, or comedy, romantic, then what
It
would
would
you
be
say?
comedy. It would be a Prime Video series.
So, have you ever bunked your class?
Yes. Once.
The craziest reason that you would have given for bunking the class?
So I didn't give a reason. Like I just came in the morning and didn't enter. Like we friends, we just went away for going around Manas and
Okay. So it was really very nice to talk to you, and on the behalf of the whole AIC family, I wanna extend my gratitude towards you. जाते जाते सर एक एडवाइस जो आप हमारे आज के सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स को देना चाहेंगे who also wish to be somewhere at their lives, so what it will be?
So मैं ये कहूँगा कि if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And सॉफ्टवेयर में आई फील कि सब कुछ आपके लैपटॉप पे अवेलेबल है. यू जस्ट नीड इंटरनेट कनेक्शन एंड अ कंप्यूटर एंड जस्ट कीप लर्निंग. मतलब बाकी ज़्यादा आई थिंक हाइप या तुम्हें कोई ऐसे बोल रहा है कि सिर्फ कुछ कंपनीज ही अच्छी हैं, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. काफ़ी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं अभी इंडिया में. तो अपनी स्किल्स इंप्रूव करो, प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ, प्रोजेक्ट खुद ही बनाओ. लाइक नो द इन्स एंड आउट्स ऑफ योर प्रोजेक्ट, एंड या जस्ट नो, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाटएवर यू कोड. That's all.
I really hope कि जितने भी लोग आज ये पॉडकास्ट देख रहे हैं, they will all learn a lot from your life and journey. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.